need to do it. SKADE on the other side, they need to show us that they can close out games when they have the advantage, because they've been choking a lot yesterday. And well, what a better start to prove us that than just getting initial kills, just getting the openings in the pistol, absolutely demolishing MIBR so far. But still, Cello hiding towards the back of the side might be able to deny the bomb plant and do some initial damage. Good for one, good for two. Rainwaker takes down Bolts. Now Cello in the 1 versus 2 though, and only 14 HP to make it work.
There's probably no chance of him even going for this. He might go for a save. He spots out ships. He has that little bit of information, but he is able to find one actually. But the bomb, it's ticked on too long. Rainwaker might go for a peek at a pop to try and get the kill onto Cello, but no. He's going to back away. He'll survive on 2 HP, but SKADE, they're going to pick up the first round of the series.
7, the other one they lost to Havu here in the Snow Swiss Snow 2, 16-13. So they're quite a sick team on train, and that was the question for me. Are they gonna make it awkward for SKADE in rounds like that? And indeed they are. The force buy working out perfectly, getting the initial 2 kills. Now SKADE are in a really tough scenario, because Peak and Train, yes, it's one of their best maps, but still MIBR, they aren't a terrible team on it. They've actually put up some pretty impressive results against really decent teams.
They've lost 3 men already in a 2 versus 4. Denislaw has made his way out, and he's able to find one. Looks towards Sandwich, spots out Cello. Rainwaker able to help him out. Yell will be taken down, and what a great recovery so far from SKADE. But they still have to deal with Bolts. He's going to swing. He's going to run onto the bomb planter. He could take him down, but Rainwaker is covering his mate.
Protocol 1. Auto Oxygen. Yeah, okay, he's aware. He's aware. He knows Bolts is going to fall. And this is just gonna be a protocol one from SKADE. Just nothing too interesting, really. But as I say that, Yeo and Cello are gonna find 2 quick kills. Now, can they connect any more cheeky headshots with the Diegos? Yeah, if he takes down Duplicate, this might be huge, because they will have themselves even a rifle from this, and it's gonna be a 2 versus 2. But in the end, SKADE are gonna manage to win the duel. Still, SKADE.
It shouldn't matter too much, you know, him on that AWP as they try and get out B here. Bolts and Cello with 2 kills. Cello will find a second. Duplicate only able to find 1. And Ships and Denislaw now in a 2 versus 4. As I said, Denislaw is very low, and now he's going to be all alone. He has an AK in hand. He's 2 HP.
He does the save.
It has to be the save. MIBR, they will be picking up their first round. And
to build up their economy, and we know it. We've said it before. Train and enough retakes as well. And well, let's see how SKADE decide to switch things up. They're gonna go for the fast A execute. 2 players already out all of, and Yell is gonna take down Rainwaker. Duplicate though manages to dismantle that as he's gonna go for a single refrag. Duplicate on top of green, but Cello is ready. And out of 4 versus 3.
4v3, and there was 1 player spotted out towards Olaf. That is going to be Denislaw. Yell just holding from back bomb, spots out the legs underneath the train, and he gets the shot onto Denislaw. He's able to pick up the kill, as now Oxygen and Ships in a 2v4. Oxygen, he's going to peek out from Pop to see if he can spot anyone out. Cello is holding though. He'll pick up his 2nd kill of the round, leaving Ships in a 1 versus 4. He's going to be spotted out. He's able to find 1 kill, but it's going to be very hard to find anything more, especially with Shuz holding with that AUG. A B rush. I'll come back to that in just a moment as the B pop comes in. There's 3 players towards B here for MIBR trying to hold. Bolts will take down Oxygen. He'll find a second onto Duplicate. Cello lets 1 walk past. That's Denislaw. He'll drop him. He's dropped the bomb. Still an MP9 in hand. Rainwaker will trade 1 back. At least Ships find Shiz, and all of a sudden this round is thrown into a little bit of turmoil. As SKADE, they somehow recover it. Denoco now in a 1 versus 2. Rainwaker, he's already found 3 kills. Ships is just holding for a flank, but it looks like Denoco has no intention of going towards lower. He's going to walk out upper, and if he times this perfectly, he could find 2 kills here.
Oh, and Ships, does he consider it? Denoco not spotting them yet. He's not going to check below him. Oh, and now he's going to hear it. He's looking for Rainwaker, can't find him. There's the kill, and there's still only 10 seconds. Rainwaker now has the advantage position, and he's going to take the kill.
Just looking for that boost, and he will find it. He'll spot it. Duplicate, he'll take him down. Ships able to find 1 onto Yell, will be tagged down to 1 HP though by Denoco, who peeks towards Pop, doing a little bit more damage. Denislaw with a great shot there to put SKADE up in the man advantage. Bolts, though, he's got aggressive, but he could be caught out here by Ships. Oh, Ships, the bomb is dropped. That's all the information there for MIBR. Bolts now in control of the bomb, and SKADE, they have to go on a rescue mission. Cello is alone on the A site, and he might be caught out here by an Ivy push of Rainwaker. Realizes that it's gone, and now he might push down Pop. Oh, he's caught a perfect time in here. Spots out Oxygen. Oxygen turns around at the perfect time, but it won't matter. Bolts will take him down, and we're into a 2 versus 2. Bomb plant comes in. Denislaw, he's taken off it. 6 seconds left. There's not a lot Rainwaker can do. He's going to run away. He has to save. MIBR, they just do enough.
And that was such a smart play there by Cello. He didn't move a muscle. He realized, alright, first, if SKADE managed to get to the side and plant the bomb, they're not going to have any grenades to defend it with. So it is going to come to just the 1 versus 1s, the individual drills, and Shesky's going to take down the first Ships to fight back. And look at Ches, look at how aggressive he is, but Denislaw and Ships, they're ready for it. Yale's still alive towards the back of the side. If he denies the bomb plant, that could be everything. Only 5 seconds, and there is no time. SKADE, they miss it out once again. They just got denied the bomb plant. They can't protect the planter, and that's going to win the round for MIBR. Still, though, out of 5 with Duplicate, and he's gonna win the fight against Shush. Now there's the no-go to fight back. 1-2, and that's 3 for him in the round. So far, so good. Single-handedly destroying the team of SKADE, but Oxygen is gonna drop Cello nonetheless. But look at Bolts just storming like a madman into Pop Dog, taking him down. MIBR, they're gonna make it 6, and finally,
I love this aggressive position here from Cello, trying to do as much damage as possible, and he will take down Oxygen, switching over to the pistol, but he can't take down Ships as he drops down on top of him. The trade frag comes in, but the damage has already been done as Rainwaker will fall. Duplicate manages to take down Denoco, 22 HP in all, in 3 versus 3 now. Shiz making his way out towards Ivy. Yell has walked out Connector, and he's found Duplicate into a 2v2. Ships, is he going to be ready for the player boosted up on top of Con? He reacts and takes down Bolt, leaving Yell in a 1 versus 2, but Denislaw is holding SKADE. They'll find their 5th T round.
As now Denislaw is making his way out of Ivy, trying to find out Shus, and he's gonna take down Denoco. Now, is he gonna be ready for the second player who's up close? Denislaw needs to be careful. Shus still not peeking into it. There's the flash, there's the second, and there's gonna be the peek from Paul, but they know. And oh, Denislaw, he's gonna fall as well, leaving things only to Oxygen in the 1 versus 3, but he's gonna get spotted and fragged out. MIBR, they managed to make the broken by work. Possible clutch in the last possible moment. Now the first round of the half has begun, and oh, look at that approach from Denislaw. He's so quick to go out, and he's gonna be ready. Denoco has no idea. Denislaw so quick out. And Cello, he's going to be good for 1, but Oxygen is there with the refrag. Absolutely perfect stuff so far from SKADE. Even Shus tagged down to 1 HP towards Ivy. Oh, but still there's Ships on top of Green, and they're not ready for it. And this is the problem about SKADE. They're just crazy, right? They're just running like madmen around the map. And MIBR, they aren't ready because on a daily basis, they're the ones that are doing these kinds of plays. They're the ones that are being so confident, shooting people in the face. This is something that we saw yesterday against Sinners as well. This is something that we've been seeing from him.
You know, even though they did win that first half, we see Duplicate, he needs to drop this nade now. He will do exactly that. Tag down Bolts, and he will get the first kill. He's going to back away to Summit. Oh, nice shot on the fadeaway. As Cello and Yell battle back with 2 kills at least. Rainwaker's taking a good chunk of damage. As now the tap comes in with this P250, trying to make it work on Cello. More favourable than the Glocks from long range, but he can't hit the headshot. It's only good if you can. It's going to be Ships getting aggressive towards upper, and he will take down Shiz. That's absolutely huge. He has the information that there's nobody towards upper B now, and they know that Cello is quite possibly going to be on a flank. He's going to walk out a connector, and Rainwaker will take him down. SKADE, they were dangerous on the CT side with the Deagles, and they can be as dangerous, if not more dangerous on the T side. Now the Ships will take down Cello. There's a little bit of damage being done to Denoco. Ships holding again. Will find Shiz just shutting down the pistols before they even have a chance in the round. Ships through the smoke. Rainwaker will find Yell, leaving Bolts left in a 1 versus 5. Gonna just try and do some damage to the CT side. That's all he can really hope for in this round. That nade was so unlucky that it didn't take somebody down. Bolts will drop Oxygen. Maybe picks up a kill, but if he doesn't, he still backs away.
Ooh.
Nice run boost there. Yell will take down Denisov, and Ships now getting aggressive towards Olaf. Will do a little bit of damage to one player, but Bolts will take him down before he can have any more impact. Oxygen is going to take a little bit of molly damage as he will drop Cello in a 3 versus 4 now, as he has to back away. He has to be careful. 3 players are on the A site. Nobody towards B for SKADE. So if MIBR go there, they could pretty much have a free plant. But with 30 seconds left and the bomb in T-Con, I don't think that is going to be a possibility or a scenario. Shiz taken down. Duplicate is now Oxygen. Looking for Denoco. Yell is going to be holding, and he will take him down. Rainwaker.
Grenades. MIBR. Well, they struggled to this point, but
we've seen it time and time again from SKADE. When they bring out this double up, it really shuts down teams. You know, it really rips them apart. As Ships is going to try and do here. Missed op shot there. Looks for the second, but he can't hit it. Oxygen will find one out. T-Con. Denoco quick with a trade. As Ships whiffs another op shot. He's looking for that one. He won't miss that time, as he will take down Bolt's going to resmoke Pop Dog, and he is going to back now away. Denoco is down to 1 HP. The Ship stares into a flashbang. Denisov up, boosted in Con, will take down Shiz, and now Yell. And there is a push now coming towards Ivy. That's going to be Rainwaker getting really aggressive, and he is going to be able to take him down. He is going to pick up. And it looks like upper is going to be where the players are going to come out. And Duplicate, he's going to have a little bit of an angle now just to see underneath that smoke. The upper can't really help him. Denoco and Cello are going to run through that smoke. He will take down both, tries to transfer. Denisov able to find one before he goes down. Ships now from Connector will drop Cello into a 2 versus 3. Ships now holding just for the cross to sight. He's going to flash. And then maybe just go for a peek for some information. Yell will spot out the flank of Oxygen. Ships is going to fall, leaving Rainwaker in a 1 versus 2. And I believe they know that he is towards Connector. Yell is just holding it with the AWP. Rainwaker can drop a smoke and now begin to move out. The bomb is down, and it actually has not been recovered. So it is down on upper. And Yell, well, he's just holding, just in case Rainwaker comes up the ladder. Oxygen, he's already found 1 pick, but he is going to be mollied now towards backside. He's going to sit towards all bomb. He's made that M4 work where he's needed to, but he's going to have to go a little bit bigger as Rainwaker. He's just going to be taken down through the smoke. Denoco just with a little spray. He'll take him down. Denoco gets dinked up. Oxygen will find the kill. Denisov will fall though to Bolts. As now into a 3 versus 3, and the 2 M4s are still in play here, so this becomes scary for MIBR, but Bolt able to find Oxygen. He will take him down. Duplicate has picked up that M4, but the bomb plant will come in. It's going to be a 3 versus 2, make it a 3 versus 1 as Duplicate in a 1v3 trying to clutch it back, but he has no armor, he has no chance, and MIBR.
This was their safe pick. This is the map that they're most confident on, despite of overpass, of course, and Duplicate. This is exactly what we want to be seeing from him, but they don't know. They don't know that they're out lower ramp. Then it's no good for 1, and now we're in the 4 versus 3. The bomb is yet to make its way. Oxygen is going to take down Cello, and oh, Ships just barely missing out on the player dropping towards lower, but he's going to take him down, and Shipski's going to double up. Perfectly played by the side of SKADE, perfect rotations, even though it was awkward for a second there with players going out of lower and SKADE not being aware.
SKADE, they've no info that they are out towards Ivy because they've rotated that player away, but now they know they're coming out Teak on the nades. Will give that away. Rainwaker spots one on the cross, and Yell will take him down. The jump spot there from Denoco as he came out, or excuse me, from Cello as he came out, was absolutely huge. The bomb plant is going to come in here from Yell, but Duplicate, he's going to deny the bomb plant. Cello, he's going to get dinked up down to 2 HP, manages to find that kill, but into a 2 versus 2 now. Ships, he's going to be flanking, and is he going to do what Bolts did to him so many times? Ships will shoot him in the back of the head, and Cello now on 2 HP, he has it all to do.
Oh, the timing, but Ships is going to readjust on time. A bit of BM after, of course, Ships. That's why we love him.
They could be in a little bit of trouble. Denoco playing close to red. He has been spotted out. Rainwaker will take him down. The first kill going the way of SKADE, and the second as well. Shiz though with a flank. Oxygen is going to be taken down. Denisov with a quick refag, leaving Bolts left in a 1v4. He gets aggressive, and he does a lot of damage to Bolts, down to 10 HP. Oxygen going to take a little bit as well. Rainwaker from top blue, able to find one, and he drops the bomb. Drops off towards Sandwich and backs away. Realising SKADE have the man advantage and wants to take a more favourable fight. Ships with this AWP. Scopes up but jumps back just to cover Ivy. Make sure he's not being flanked. Needs to be careful because Yell is holding that pixel. Denislaw will take down Shiz, leaving Bolts and Yell in a 2 versus 4, but Yell falls. Bolts is only 10 HP. The bomb is dropped. SKADE, they will be picking up a 14th round after some great plays from Rainwaker.
By some miracle, he doesn't go down and even finds himself a kill. And this is these just crazy plays from SKADE. Look at how confident they are. Ships, Denislaw, they're just jumping on top of the smokes, looking for peaks, getting every single kill. And there is nothing that MIBR could do. They're just not ready for it. SKADE are so confident. You can see Rainwaker, Ships just putting so much pressure with the grenades. And SKADE are gonna make this one look easy. Now Bolts in the 1 versus 5 deploys them all on the bomb, but they're ready for it. There's the smoke to extinguish that. And Bolts, there's nothing that he could do in this situation. SKADE are not gonna even drop a single member.
Cello, he runs out sandwich with Rainwaker, he's ready, he's able to find 1, make that 2. Oxygen gets towards E-Box to help out his sandwich player, he'll take down Yell. 3 very important kills, Bolts and Shiz now. Shiz will fall, Bolts in a 1v5, and it's a clean round from SKADE to finish it off. And that's as clean as you could have possibly got it. SKADE, 16 to 13, they are going to take... I don't know about that, but I'll have a good go at casting this one, but we'll see.
I don't know any other Irish players, so I believe in that.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, there's very few of them. A few good ones knocking about here or there. Probably a few coming up on the scene
on
in
UMX
the next while
right?
as well. Yeah. New MX artist. Yeah, they're quite similar. They're just reversed. But as Denislaw, he's going to actually be mollied out. Manages to find 2 kills. Duplicate with 1 as MIBR. They clutch a good. Gonna clear out the deep bangle, spots out Denoco and takes him down before the flash pops, but quick with the trade is going to be Shiz Oxygen. If he walks around this smoke, he might catch a few players. Now, MIBR have actually walked all the way back, and that's perfect by MIBR. They fake that they're going up towards the ramp, they manage to get the full kill, but after they do get the trade, they fall back, realizing that there might be a re-aggression from one of the SKADE players, and it works out in their favor because Oxygen walks up, tries to find something, and finds his untimely demise. As now, SKADE, they've 3 players left. They have to try and hang on to this A bomb site with only 2 as MIBR make their way up.
Oh, and Duplicate, he has no idea that Cello is out. Now Ships in a pretty tough scenario. Good for 1, not quite for the second though. As now it's Rainwaker in the 1 versus 3. Him switch up positions. You will see Ships being really proactive. 1 round towards B, 1 round towards middle, 1 towards A. And he is the man coming up the ramp as the rest of the players are going to make their way up short. Oxygen with the deagle. He could find a free kill here onto Bolts, and he will. Headshot onto the low HP player regardless. Turns his attention now to short. Denoco will take down Oxygen into a 3 versus 3. Bomb plant needs to come in. 20 seconds left. Yell is so low, but he will just get the bomb down, and now this becomes a lot harder for SKADE. Oh, and Denislaw on the backstab, but Denoco is going to take him down. Rainwaker though, still alive with the M4, still managing to find kills. Ships toying with the idea, trying to bait out the shots from Shiz, but he's going to find the first and the second with the 1 tab. MIBR managed to save up the situation on Vertigo in the opening rounds. He's just being an absolute threat for the side of SKADE. And oh, Ships, he just fell asleep here against Cello.
Completely.
Yep, going down. So does Oxygen, and Shiz, he's 10 to 2. Yeah.
Yes, MIBR, they do have, or excuse me, SKADE, they do have max loss bonus because they've lost more than 4 rounds, or but, you know, it's not going to be enough. They're going to have little to no money at all. Denislaw is in a lot of trouble here. Cello will take him down. How about Rainwaker as well? Nothing is going to be saved on the side of SKADE. MIBR start perfectly. You know, they still had a chance to rectify it if they made the wrong decisions. But right now, they're playing so well. Oxygen is going to push through that smoke, but Denoco is waiting the other side of it. He's waiting for that aggression. He will take him down. MIBR now with 30 seconds left, they're going to execute onto this A site. Mollies, smokes come over, and the bomb plant is going to have to come in. Ships is going to begin to walk up the ramp. Yell is not holding the flank now. As Duplicate and Rainwaker, they both fall. MIBR look to pick up their 8th round. Ships able to find 2 now in a 1v3. As Bolts, he is going to manage to take him. He gets tagged down to 17 HP, but Bolts comes out on top. They need to make something work. I know, like they need to get onto the board. You know, it's not a good scoreline. 8-0, You know, you want to put up a fight on your opponent's map pick. You want to make them work for it. You don't want them to think, oh, this is easy. You know, you don't want them to think, oh yeah, we're going to be full of confidence going on to the decider, because that's what MIBR are going to be if SKADE don't manage to come back in this one and put up a fight. Going to be very hard to do in this round with the Deagles, of course, as MIBR, they switch it up, they head towards B this time. Rainwaker trying to see something over the top of that smoke, won't be able to. The CTs, they're going to be completely smoked out of the sight, and they have to wait for even a chance of a retake to come in. They walk through one smoke. Rainwaker will be taken down. Ships will fall. Oxygen able to find one, but he is going to be taken down. MIBR, they have 90 rounds in a row. Oxygen here playing on this crane position, and Yell is completely unaware. He's played this 3 or 4 times now, just sat in that smoke, and I'm surprised that he wasn't expecting it. As now Cello will take down Oxygen. We're back into a 4 versus 4. Denislaw will trade one back with an AWP, as now SKADE, they have the man advantage, and they could stop MIBR from getting up onto the site. Shiz will take down Denislaw. Cello in the back of Duplicate. Ships drops the bomb, turns his attention out to shore, doing damage to Shiz in a 1 versus 2. 50 HP. Both players are towards 51. The smokes are beginning to clear on the site, so he can't even go for a plant. 10 seconds left. He drops the smoke, but Rainwaker is going to rush him. He is going to take him down.
And now Ships is there. They need to stand their ground though, and Rainwaker, he's gonna fall. But look at that, both players on the MIBR side are extremely low. This HE, oh, it fails. It could have finished the second. There's the peak, but Denislaw and Ships, they're ready. Unfortunately enough for the side of MIBR. Now though, SKADE, they have the read. 3 players towards that A bomb side. Oxygen again playing this angle that he loves so much, but oh, Denislaw getting the spam through the wall. Aren't they gonna be able to read this from Oxygen now? And oh, this is dangerous, but Denislaw is gonna take down the first. Yell and Cello though to fire back, and the refrags are perfect. Now Ships, he's already rotated towards that A bomb side, but is he gonna be able to deny the bomb plant? Oh, the damage is perfect, but they're gonna break the winning streak of SKADE, making double digits, and again resetting the economy of the CTs. Oh, for Rainwaker, he's just gonna get spammed through the wall from Cello, and he even spots the second. There's the MP9 on the other side. Surely a drill that doesn't favor the SKADE player, but in the meantime, Ships, he's gonna fall as they redirect their focus towards this A-bomb side. Denislaw will fall as well, but Duplicate on the huge double, not quite able to find the third, and leaving Oxygen in the 1 versus 3. Again, SKADE, they just got completely picked apart. And Oxygen now with the Desert Eagle. Just how much can he find? Well, nothing. Shus is gonna shut him down. 11-2. And I feel like at this point, first things first, they need to win this one. Because losing this one, I think they're gonna pretty much write themselves off as well. Not only us. And well, let's see. There's gonna be the Fue execute Duplicate aggressing in front of the Molotov. Oxygen was playing really aggressive towards that position for a lot of times, and well, because of that reason, they're ready for it. Oxygen is gonna fall as well to Bolts. Now there's the fast flank from Ships. Oh, when he spots out the no-code, that's perfect. Ships just playing it really intelligently, and Ships is gonna take a double. Continues, and Cello is finally gonna take him down, but there's Denislaw, and that's gonna leave Shus in the 1 versus 2. He's gonna fall to Rainwaker, and SKADE, nonetheless, because of the backstab from Ships, they're gonna make it 3. And Ships,
we're going to see what they can bring out here. SKADE, you know, they're quite capable of having a very good T-side, but let's see what the aggression is going to be here from MIBR. Shiz will take down Duplicate. There's Denoco. He's going to be tapping with the USB. Won't be able to connect anything, so he's going to have to back away. Down to 11 HP is Shiz. Another kill from Denoco as the bomb is going to be dropped. And MIBR, they're just going to re-aggress. They're just going to get really aggressive, get control of this A ramp. Rainwaker is going to fall. Ships able to find one with that mid lurk as he takes down Bolts, but Denislaw, he's alone towards the bottom of the ramp. MIBR notice. They have the bomb in their control. This should be a pretty routine round from the Brazilian side. Unless Ships and Denislaw can pull the rabbit out of the hat. Oh, nice shot there. Man, he's been insane.
Yeah, just has been having.
You know, you look at the HLTV rankings, they're up there for a reason. You know, they are the best teams in the world. You know, and that's what you have to take into account. Like SKADE, they haven't been playing against the best opposition, but they're going to try and make a good go of this round. Denislaw able to find the first goal. Look at this from Denoco. The aggression finds one. He can't get the second, though, into a 3 versus 3 now as Shiz spots out Rainwaker, takes down the bomb. Oxygen has been tagged low through the smoke. Shiz will find a 3rd kill in the round, and Cello finishes it off.
Qualifying for the playoffs, and what a better way actually to see who's going to qualify than a than a third map. Like, the Decider is the best thing that we can get. The Noko, he's gonna start things off with a nice kill onto Duplicate, Bolts to double up onto Denislow as well, and this might just be the beginning of the end for the Bulgarian side. Cello is gonna have the upper hand in this duo as well, not managing to take down Rainwaker just yet. He's gonna tag him down to 5 HP, but there should be no chance whatsoever for SKADE in this one. Just shutting down Oxygen, continuing his monstrous performance. Still Rainwaker alive by some miracle, but will finally fall to Bolts.
2 already, but Cello is in a position here that I don't expect he's expecting, but somehow he is. He takes down Cello, and I mean, this is how dangerous this guy is. You know, we talked about him time and time again. Oh,
1 versus 5. Ships now down to the 1 versus 1, and the awareness of this player is absolutely phenomenal. Finds himself the Oak, but oh, the position from Bolts. He's 2 short in Ships. Is he gonna be aware of it?
No, no way.
No, he's not. And well, that was a pretty decent attempt. Ships 1 versus 5, taking down 4, but in the end, he's gonna fall. MIBR closing out a game 16-3. And ladies and gents,
if we go deeper into the stats, you're looking at, you know, MIBR playing against teams like Navi, Heroic, FaZe, and getting wins against FaZe. You know, they came up short against Heroic and Navi, but making the games close. So this one could cause a lot of problems here for SKADE. As we see a fast B pop here, Oxygen able to find 1. Yell will trade 1 back at least. Needs to drop a smoke and try and survive. Duplicate will take him down before that can happen. As now the bomb is going to be planted and the 3 versus 4 retake will commence.
Cello trying to find a single peek, and he will indeed be able to do that. Duplicate in the meantime is going to take down Boz though, and this is going to leave us in the 2 versus 3. Now Shaz and Cello, they still don't have a defuse kit picked up, but they're going to find 2 quick kills, and even the 3rd, and oh my god, that ended up quickly. MIBR managing to absolutely...
Denislow with no armor and Oxygen with no head armor. This could cause problems for both of those players, and SKADE are already 1 man down as Ships will fall. Duplicate falls as well. Oxygen, Rainwaker and Denislow have to try and find something in the round, or at least do some damage economy wise, because if you die without picking up any kills, it's not going to be good, especially after heavily investing and heavily forcing into this 2nd round. It will be on an eco, of course, if they lose this, as Rainwaker trying to get a kill won't get it done. Yell, he is going to take him down. Denislow spot out towards top middle. He's going to be swung, and that's just not enough damage. He mightn't be ready for it, but I think Ships is just going to hold. As you don't clear your corners, that you're going to be punished. Denoco able to take down Ships, spots out the 2nd player, Rainwaker, towards Apps, as Rainwaker looks to maybe get a little bit lucky with the P250 and find a kill. Denislow has found Bolts now, which is a good pick here yet again. Rainwaker not being tagged up a lot through that wall. Denoco needs to be careful. He's going to fake a jump across, and now he goes for the peek still, spots him in the corner. Duplicate has found a 2nd towards A, as Cello will go down. Denoco somehow manages to get that kill, but the bomb plant will come in, and SKADE.
And oh, if he peeks right now, he might have it, and he is indeed going to find it, leaving Kiao in the 1 versus 2. Now he's going to tap the bomb, but still not going to stick it. Doesn't quite finish off the kill, and now left to 12 HP. He's going to try and stick it, but Denislow is going to find the kill. SKADE, they managed to make the half-by work. We're currently in the first half seeing just both teams playing their most favorable side and doing the best that they can. Both of them are used to getting more rounds on their side, but Cello is used to giving headshots with the Deagle. Taking down 2, Duplicate there to fight back. Now the 3 versus 3 is on. This was only the half-by, and Ships, this is not a duo that you want to be losing against the MP9. Leaving Duplicate and Denislow alone, and make that only Denislow. In the 1 versus 3, SKADE, they might have crumbled. Denislow, he's going to be good for the first, but still 2 more to find. He's going to find 1 more, and Denislow, with the spray transfer, is going to take down Bolts as well. What a clutch!
And SKADE, now, they're going to try and make their way. They're going to try and capitalize after picking up that round. They made a good recovery. Cello now still in this smoke. He might be spotted out here for the time being, but he's still alive. Now the spam comes in. He will take down Rainwaker. Both able to find 1. He will dink up Oxygen, but Oxygen manages to find his 3rd kill in the round. Denoco and Bolts now left in a 2 versus 2 as Oxygen will fall. All players on full HP, but the bomb is dropped. Duplicate pings out from Palace as he will take a tiny bit of damage. Bolts will take him down. Denislow able to find 1, goes for another ridiculous spray transfer.
No!
And If he would have got that spray transfer, that would have been absolutely insane. But
really, we're gonna see the best of them in the first half, and so far, SKADE, they've been getting the better out of MIBR, but so is Cello and Bones good for 2 with the Deagles though, and that will do some substantial damage, leaving Rainwaker and Denislaw into the 2 versus 2.
A 2v2 as Cello will make his way out towards A. Denislaw will be able to take him down. Shuz now in a 1 versus 2, but MIBR, they have done a lot of damage, of course. The knife being picked up there, I believe it was on Yell. He just got the player coming out of the window. Rainwaker is going to fall now to the 1 versus 1. It becomes a bit more scarier as Denislaw, he is just towards sight and he could be spotted out faking the jump out, but Denislaw is ready for him. He will take him down. SKADE, they will find a 5th. 17 HP he's on. Ships is down to 12, of course, after being dinked up by Cello. The bomb is going to be dropped as Denislaw goes looking. SKADE, they have 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Denislaw, he's going to be taken down now. Shiz can deny the plant. It's going to be L through the box to take it down. MIBR, they've stolen the round. And it's just off a wallbang. Ships, he needs to not go down here. And no money for you. MIBR, they take a 3rd. No bomb plant, of course, either, so no money bonus. But it looks like SKADE are going to head towards B here. 2 players holding. Denoco going for the jump spot. And he's going to try and hold it down as Oxygen is going to be the first man out window. He's going to be taken down. Denoco is going to be able to drop him. He might find a second here onto Duplicate. Yell finds Rainwaker. Denoco finds 3. They shut down that B pop from SKADE and they don't lose a single man. That is how you anchor a B site. Denoco,
it was just to delay SKADE for as long as possible, and once he got to the situation where he actually needs to fight, when he's just not alone, there's only... Alright, there's 4 more players towards the side with him. The rotations have come through, so no problems for them. Being boosted into jungle, but Ships, he doesn't get the timing right, and Cello is going to take him down. Rainwaker, that's a crucial kill to find. Now the 4 versus 4 is 2 players will start making their way out of connector. Yell in the middle of nowhere, almost going down, but the Denoco and Shuz are going to find a double. And just like that, SKADE, once again, they crumble. They have the right idea. They had the right call. They had the 4 versus 4. But now are on to a 2 versus 2 actually. After Duplicate and Denislaw are going to be able to find all the kills. And MIBR somehow, as there's only 1 player isolated towards the side, that's Shuz. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Vertigo. In the meantime, though, Shipski's gonna lose the fight over to Denoco towards the B-bomb side, and Shuz, he's still alive towards side. There's the rotations. He's backed up, and SKADE, this is gonna be a tough one to say the least.
A very tough one indeed. Shuz able to take down Denislaw. Rainwaker tagged down to 17 HP. He is very, very low. Cello, he might be able to spot out Duplicate if he goes for this peek, but he's playing very, very passive. The spam comes in towards stairs, and Duplicate's been tagged low as well. The rotations have come in, so SKADE, they're locked into these positions. The flank is coming in from Denoco here as well. And unless some magic happens from the SKADE side, it's going to be MIBR tying it up 6-6, and it's only a matter of time. Cello spots him out. Yell is going to be the man to take him down. Shuz with a 3k.
Going down. This is a really unfortunate one. Now Cello needs to put things back to normal, but Oxygen is gonna deny him as well, and there goes Denislaw. And that's exactly what we spoke about. Ships, Rainwaker, they're having a bad game so far, but their teammates are absolutely stellar. And Ships, he's gonna have a free kill onto Bolts. Again, something that we spoke about. He gets half of his kills simply by outmaneuvering his opponents. And this is what he needs to just try and do in this game to get things going, but they're not ready. Denoco, good for 1, good for 2. There's smoke on the bomb, but he knows Ships. He's nowhere to be found, and he's gonna stick at Ships. There's no way that he makes it on time. And SKADE, they're gonna lose it. Oh my god.
It looked so good there for SKADE, but they really, really do. And 8-7, quite a possibility here as Ships might think about going in towards window. He'll meet the upper Yell here though, and indeed he will. He'll take him down. Cello now with this AWP. He'll drop Denislaw. 2 huge picks going in the favour of MIBR as they look to take a 9-6 half away from SKADE on the decider. Unless Duplicate, Oxygen and Rainwaker can combine to make something happen. Molly comes in. Shiz. He's going to be forced into a better position. Cello with this AWP. Oh, what a peek there from Rainwaker, taking him off the angle. Shiz now from under is going to be able to find one. It's refragged though, but They need to find a good kill without getting a refrag, as Yell will drop Oxygen, leaving Duplicate on 20 HP. Denoco will take him down. MIBR finish the half.
MIBR, they're going for the straight rush towards Connector, but oh, Dennis Locke is gonna get overwhelmed. Now, Duplicate and Oxygen, they need to step up. Oxygen good for 1, falling, but still Duplicate alive. He's gonna get traded. And now the 1 versus 3, but oh, Ships, his position. He's gonna deny the bomb plant. Rainwaker making his way towards CT. They weren't ready for Ships. Now the 2v2 is on Ships. He's just trying to make noise at this point, and he's gonna even win the fight. There's the peek from Rainwaker and SKADE. They managed to make it win because of the perfect read that they had. Rainwaker needs to stand his ground towards CT. There's the flash, there's the push. Denoco good for 1, good for 2. Somehow, he manages to get both. And now the 2 versus 3. For SKADE, this round shouldn't have been lost. Considering the way it started, considering it was a 4 versus 3, but Denoco just going huge.
Absolutely huge, and now it forces SKADE to go for this 2 versus 3 retake. Denoco inches are very low. Oxygen is around 60 HP. He is going to be spotted out, and Yell is going to take him down. Denoco, he will find his 3rd kill in the round. He is going to absolutely nuclear there.
Rainwaker with the scout tour short. 1 more player, I believe. Oxygen and Rainwaker. He's gonna land the first attack. He's gonna even get the kill. Now it becomes interesting because he's not alone. There's 2 more players here. And Rainwaker, he's still alive somehow. 3 players from SKADE towards that B-bomb side. Finally, Oxygen will go down. But still, SKADE, they have the read. They have the setup to fight it. And Ships towards the back of the side. He's gonna get dropped by Yell. Now the 3 versus 3. SKADE still not out of this one just yet. They have the backstab, and Rainwaker, he's gonna find 1 more. Finally, he's gonna fall. But Duplicate on the backstab, and now Denislaw is gonna take them down. SKADE, they managed to make it work.
So they've isolated at least 2 players for the minute unless Ships walks through the smoke. He's going to spam through the smoke. Duplicate will fall. Bolts will take it down. Bolts will find a second. And MIBR, they still have a chance. They have absolutely decimated this A site. They've split the 1v1s and they've taken them. They've won them. Bolts, he's found 2 kills and he'll be looking for more. Ships spamming through the box. Can't find anything just yet. Flash comes high. As now Cello goes for a peek towards Con, spots out Ships. Can he take him down? He's tagged him down low, but he's only 1 bullet left in the mag, and he's going to have to connect with it. Rainwaker from CT as well could cause him a lot of problems. Ships, he's low, he misses the shot, now switches over to the Glock, and Ships is going to take him down. SKADE. The bolts on this AK, yeah, he's going to have to try and be the hero in this round, as it's going to be a B
rush.
Yeah, it's going to be a B rush here from MIBR. The molly comes in, which will delay for a little bit. Actually, the smoke is just going to be dropped. Ships able to find 1 onto Cello. Oxygen will be taken down. Denislaw able to refrag, goes with the AWP shot, and will drop Denoco. Molly towards bench for the time being. As now into a 3 versus 4. Yell is spamming with the Deagle. Shuz will find Denislaw. As SKADE, they are smoked out of the site for the minute, but they do have the superior weaponry, so it should be a pretty standard retake for them unless Bolts can get another kill, which he has done. As you'll pick up 1, he'll be looking for 1 more. Yell from behind car, 34 HP. He needs to be taken down, but Yell will take down Ships. Duplicate only able to find 1. Shoots him in the side of the head, tries to go to recover that MP9, but won't be able to. As now, Denoco, with that AK, he's going to be taken down. Oh, this could be disastrous for MIBR. Yell walking up, will take down Denislaw. Needs to find the player in apps, that is Oxygen. As Cello walks up short, there is still 2 players around the site that Yell and himself need to find.
Oh, and if just takes much longer, there's going to be a player coming in behind, and that's Duplicate. Now the 2 versus 4. Cello, good for 1. Still, it's a 2 versus 3, and Oxygen, he's actually jumping through the apartments. Taking down 1, and now the 1 versus 2. 25 seconds on the clock. Cello, he's gonna tap the bomb, but he's not gonna stick it. Duplicate not buying it. He's not peeking into it. There they go. There they go, and Duplicate, he's gonna take him down. What happened? They're gonna be able to reset the economy of SKADE and potentially make it really tough for the CDs in the late stages of the half. But oh, Bolts, he's gonna take down Duplicate, and that wasn't even the low HP player. Now, things are starting to get awkward again. Cello has himself a timing, and he's gonna have his peek into Kitchen. Rainwaker ready for it. Fortunately enough for him. Now down to the 4 versus 4, but Chips is gonna fall as well.
So important there from both to get that kill in the second one onto Denislaw. How have MIBR managed to get something out of this round?
Then he's ready. He's ready for the aggressive position of Ships, whereas Ships maybe not thinking that Bolts would go for the regression from Palace, getting the third kill onto CTE, just perfectly executed from Bolts, and this is
a lot of damage done onto Oxygen towards B Apartment SKADE. They are quite possibly staring down the barrel of defeat in this one.
They are indeed. The 3 versus 5. Duplicate still toying with the idea of fighting towards Palace. Denislow is going to fall towards ramp. And, well, MIBR, they're not even going to run from it. They're not going to be too shy about it. Just going towards A, they know that both SKADE players are there. They're more than happy to take the fights. Like, they want to fight at this point. They know that the buy is really weak. They're going to find every single kill that they need to, and oh, the Molotov might as well just finish off Oxygen. Well, if the Molotov doesn't do it, Bolts will. He's having one hell of a game, just taking out Rainwaker, and now it's only left to Duplicate, as he's gonna fall as well. MIBR, up to 14. For SKADE, it is do or die time.
As the flash comes in, Cello is going to spot out Rainwaker. He's going to take him down. As now MIBR, they go 2 men, make it 3 men to the good as Duplicate falls. Denislaw and Oxygen. Now, they have barely done any damage, no damage at all, in fact, to the MIBR side. Yell has been spotted out. Denislaw will take him down, goes for another peek, but Shiz is able to trade Oxygen. His position has been given. He's able to find 1 kill.
You don't think that the Noku will be the top performer, right?
No.
But he has been on both Vertigo and here on Mirage. He's been absolutely phenomenal, and this has been making the difference for MIBR. Of course, we have Bolt.
That's exactly what they're hoping for. They're hoping for somebody to overstep, but Rainwaker is going to fall. It's that man, Denoco, yet again finding the first kill, as now SKADE, they are a man down. The molly is going to be dropped to stop the players coming up. Ships has been spotted out. He's been mollied, actually, off default. He's taking a lot of damage. Shiz will find Duplicate. Now Ships, he has to anchor this B site, or A site, superbly. Shiz will take him down. Oxygen and Denislaw, now in a 2 versus 5. Oxygen's going to run out. He's going to fall. Denislaw in a 1v5. I feel this is going to be it for SKADE, as the bomb is going to be planted. Denislaw, he's looking for a flank to see if anyone's coming in. He's going to be surrounded. MIBR, they're flashing in towards CT. Shiz will take him down. That's going to be it. It's going to be 16-11. It is going to be MIBR advancing to the playoffs of Snow Sweet Snow. It's going to be SKADE falling short in the final best of 3 for them.